The three people met and paid their respects. At a glance, Wang Xiu recognized Lu Lotus. After all, they were the talented sisters from the sect. However, a simple greeting left Lu Lotus dumbfounded. Elder sister Lu Eve was very surprised by her younger sister's reaction. It took her a while to realize that little Lotus, as if possessed by a ghost, was praising senior brother's good eyesight, being able to recognize her in this way. Is there any relationship between having good eyesight and this? Wang Xiu laughed awkwardly. She carefully looked at senior brother, who is too handsome. His looks completely make one feel inferior. Her major is formation art, which is the most demanding, aloof, and ruthless discipline in the Tao cultivation system. So every disciple is a perfectionist with severe obsessive-compulsive tendencies. However, when faced with Wang Xiu's handsome face, even she cannot find any flaws. How could such a handsome senior brother be a charlatan? It's impossible. Absolutely impossible. Lu Eve turned back and asked Wang Xiu if they could team up together. After all, there are so many senior sisters who want to team up with Wang Xiu. Receiving the invitation from the Lu family sisters, Wang Xiu felt very pleased. She had just stepped into the foundation establishment stage herself. One of the sisters is at the pinnacle while the other is at the later stage. Wang Xiu is very stable teaming up with the two of them. So Wang Xiu gave Lu Eve a pat on the head. Of course, Mythic Realm is so dangerous. How can I relax and let you two go alone? Sure enough, Lu Eve has started to blush with a fever. She even imagined a lot of scenarios in her mind. Senior brother, you are so kind. A wisp of green smoke rises slowly. She once again transformed into Steam Lady Wang Xiu, feeling speechless. On the other side, a young man walked towards them. He is the genius Lin Thundershock with the innate top-tier dual spiritual root. Because of his outstanding talent, he was accepted as a true disciple by Thunder lineage's first elder. While he is the Indeed sect beauty, Lu Lotus's #1 bootlicker, he started brown-nosing right after joining the sect, making the entire sect aware of it. The colder the goddess is towards him, the crazier little Thunder licks. Of course. The love of a licking dog is the most worthless. Lu Lotus finds him annoying and asks him what he is here for. Upon hearing Lu Lotus talking to himself, little Thunder's licking dog gene started to kick in directly. You should know that on regular days, he wouldn't even be able to see the face of a goddess. Look at what Junior Sister said. If you're going to enter the Long Cloud Mythic Realm, I have to protect you. As expected, Lu Lotus bluntly rejected the cliché of a little dog licking response. Just take care of yourself. But she can't understand the mindset of a licking dog. Junior Sister, I know you are very worried about me. You must be afraid that I will get hurt. Wang Xiu and the other two listened to these words. They felt so familiar. Only someone who is completely infatuated would say such things. Lin Thundershock unleashed a thunder attribute aura. He wanted to show that he had the ability to protect Junior Sister Lu, who was surrounded by a purple electric current, emitting a pressure that seemed to change the colors of the world. With his thunder attribute cultivation at the pinnacle of foundation establishment stage, he could easily condense a Rasengan. They are all charmed like flowers, expressing that he is the man they have been looking for. But Lu Lotus ignored him, instead walking over to her sister. The two sisters don't need anyone to protect them. The little Lixbid only then realized that Lu Lotus also had foundation establishment pinnacle strength, not inferior to his own. He risked his life over the past few months of cultivation just to get closer to the goddess. He finally broke through the foundation establishment pinnacle just before the opening of the Mythic Realm. But he didn't expect that it was all in vain. Little Thunder is very sad. But he still discovered that the person standing behind the goddess was Wang Xiu. Is it him? Sure enough, there are small people around the goddess. Otherwise, how could she always reject me? Is it because this man is protecting her? Wang Xiu looks very embarrassed. He had to force a harmless smile, because I am the one being protected. Then all the disciples present were petrified on the spot. Little brother, this is a case of having no choice but to face it head-on. Lin Thundershock expressed disdain, and at the same time said that he had never seen such shameless person who takes without giving. The goddess with such high standards will definitely look down on him, and then kick this weak chicken out of the team. However, the unexpected thing happened in the next second is that Lu Lotus was touched by Wang Xiu's frank, sincere, and unpretentious personality. Haha, it seems that being handsome really gives one the power to do whatever they want, huh? Facing the provocation from Thunder lineage disciple Lin Thundershock, Lu Lotus said seriously, Wang Xiu's senior brother is sincere and straightforward. He is an outstanding hero of my Bella Grace immortal sect. He is worthy of joining our sister's team. A few words will stun the little followers in place. What's going on? As a man, he still needs girls to protect him. Shouldn't such a person be despised and kicked out? Or is it that the goddess's protective instinct is too strong? In that case, Little Thunder is determined. Junior sister, please protect me. I'm really scared. He thinks that by doing this, he can join the ranks of the goddesses. Apparently, the little lapdog didn't find the right answer. Lu Lotus looked disgusted, and his hostility was already written all over his face. Get lost. Immortal sect disciples laughed mockingly one after another. Now he has truly lost all face, and won't be able to mix in anymore in the future. No, the favoritism of the goddess is really too obvious. What kind of aphrodisiac did you give the goddess? Come out and fight one-on-one if you have the guts. If sect fighting is not strictly prohibited, he would definitely slaughter this pretty boy today. But he can still give him a lesson for now. Before Wang Xiu could react, little junior sister stood proudly in front of senior brother, not allowing Lin Thundershock to take another step forward. Little Thunder is even more angry. Senior sister Lu, step aside. If I accidentally hurt you, Lu Lotus, it wouldn't be good. Lu Lotus is also very determined and won't step back. What has Wang Xiu done to make the Lu family sisters defend him like this? At most, he is just a little more handsome than them. His cultivation level is not outstanding, and his talent is very average. Compared to myself, he is far behind. Can he really do whatever he wants just because he is good looking? If Wang Xiu has the ability, he shouldn't hide behind women. Otherwise, I won't let him get away with it. The little lapdog didn't finish speaking before being interrupted by a voice in the crowd. What's your dog's name, surnamed Lin? A burly man approached, stunning Little Thunder into staying still. The oppressive momentum confirmed at a glance that it was the dark and evil force of the immortal sect. Leading the way is Guan Xiaohai, the younger brother of Blade lineage's senior brother Guan Lai. He also cast a sly glance at Lin Thundershock, clearly not taking the small guy seriously. He went straight up to Wang Xiu and paid his respects, but Wang Xiu seemed like he didn't know this person. Guan Xiaohai loudly exclaimed, Brothers, tell senior brother Wang who we are. These people suddenly became aggressive. We are the 13 protectors of the Blade lineage. What is our mission? Protect senior brother Wang Xiu. What should we do with anyone who wants to harm senior brother Wang Xiu? Chop him. Chop him. Chop him. Anyone that senior brother Wang is not pleased with. What should we do? Chop him. Chop him. Chop him. Wang Xiu looked at the scene in front of him and felt they had a strong Hong Kong street toughs vibe, much like a pyramid scheme group. Especially the leader, Big Brother Guan Xiaohai, has strong abilities and high talent. At the young age of just 14, he already has the title of second only to Guan Lai. However, he does look a little anxious. While on the side, Lin Thundershock is somewhat overshadowed by the Blade lineage, which has always been united. Do I have to take on their group alone? But in front of the goddess, he can't be cowardly. Guan Xiaohai, this has nothing to do with you. Little Thunder gritted his teeth and said fiercely. But he couldn't hold on for more than 3 seconds. Guan Xiaohai then took out a 40-meter-long blade and asked him to look in the mirror. Senior Brother Wang saved the man who is Senior Brother Guanlai. Blade Lineage 13 Protectors set up the Blade Formation. Once they start, they will unleash Blade Forest and Volcano Fury at any provocation. The disciples were also very surprised to learn that Wang Xiu was actually the one who saved their Senior Brother Guanlai from danger in the Blade Lineage. After all, Guanlai is considered the top expert among the younger generation of the Belagrace Immortal sect. He broke through to the nascent Soul Venerable realm just 1 month ago. Such a legend actually has a connection with Wang Xiu. And it was a life-saving grace. This is really beyond belief. And Lin Thundershock plucked out his own white hair, unable to understand how Wang Xiu, this little charlatan, could make Guanlai owe him a favor just by playing tricks. And at this moment, a person walked out from the crowd. It was the Dan Alchemy lineage senior brother, who had previously worn a green hat. Before Wang Xiu could recognize the person, he immediately knelt down in front of Wang Xiu. He was harshly criticizing himself for not listening to Wang Xiu's words. At that time, Wang Xiu warned him that wearing a headband with a bad omen was unsuitable for Dan refining. He still didn't believe it. After returning home, he stubbornly lit a big furnace. If this furnace doesn't explode, who else will I explode? Junior brother, I was wrong. I shouldn't have doubted your divination arts. Please forgive me, junior brother. He was self-reflecting while giving gifts. Impressive. This full bag of spiritual stones. Is it really only hexagram lineage that's broke? Dan Alchemy lineage is so wealthy. Wang Xiu may say he can't use it, but his body is honest, and stashes the spiritual stones in his arms. The disciples around, after listening to Senior Brother Lu Mao's explanation, all expressed admiration for Wang Xiu's divination arts. Even Lin Thundershock on the side also looked at him with new eyes. It seems that this Wang Xiu really has some real skills. After that, the style became twisted. Surprisingly, there are people begging Wang Xiu to calculate their marriage prospects. You guys are getting out of hand. Louis couldn't bear to watch anymore. Senior brother Wang Xiu didn't pursue your earlier rudeness. You are really pushing it. After speaking, she protected Wang Xiu behind her. Do you know that senior brother's divination always requires sacrificing one's life? Do you think you can just use these few spiritual stones? Can you repay this favor? Do you really think senior brother would care about a few measly spiritual stones? Senior brother Wang is worried that you might feel uneasy and uncomfortable in your hearts, which is why he accepted your spiritual stones. You don't understand gratitude. You even thought about asking senior brother to divine for you. How could our esteemed Dan Alchemy lineage have disciples like you with wolf's heart and dog's lungs? Facing so many unreasonable requests from Dan Alchemy lineage disciples, little junior sister immediately stepped forward to block Green Hat Brothers' attack. Then Wang Xiu finally realized what was happening. Indeed, in the practice of helping others divine hexagrams, the stronger the lifespan of the other party, the more severe the damage inflicted. Senior brother Wang Xiu has just arrived at the foundation establishment stage of qi refining practice that we are cultivating together. His cost is truly too high. We are still suspicious that senior brother is not behaving properly as a human. But senior brother Wang Xiu never seeks personal gain. He always focuses on benefiting others. Calling him brother of boundless chivalry is not an exaggeration at all. And Wang Xiu is also happy about junior sister Lu's transformation. This introverted steam engine will be at a disadvantage within the sect. But Wang Xiu's gaze fell upon junior sister Lu, and the courage she just showed seemed to evaporate. Senior brother won't think I was pretending earlier, will he? Will he be angry with me? Tears were already welling up in her eyes. What should I do? As soon as she turned around, oh my goodness, Wang Xiu's senior brother was still staring at me. Not good. My head feels so hot. The whole person is about to burn up. Lu Eve is already trapped in her own world. Fortunately, Wang Xiu interrupted her in time. It's actually not as serious as imagined. Wang Xiu comforted. She faced senior brother's gaze so gently. But looking at senior brother's appearance, tears finally fell uncontrollably. Senior brother, don't be so kind, okay? Everyone else is thinking about bullying you. Silly girl, senior brother doesn't care. Wang Xiu comforted this silly sister again. The brother who was wearing a green hat was stunned on the spot. This is a brother who sacrificed his lifespan for you, and you actually don't care. Lu Lotus was also won over by this broad-minded attitude. I knew I didn't misjudge you. The 13 protectors, who met for the first time, were also in tears one after another. Senior brother is indeed a guiding light. And the green hat brother knelt down with a thud. Senior brother Wang, we didn't know any better. Please accept our knees. He not only kneeled down, but also began slapping his own face one after another. We are heartless and ruthless, unworthy of being human. The continuous sounds of clattering and banging startled senior brother Wang Xiu and senior sister. They had never seen someone be so harsh on themselves before. Enough, enough, enough. Looking at the disciples kneeling down one by one, their faces were all swollen like steamed buns. Wang Xiu had to quickly let everyone stand up. Jokingly, if the hexagram lineage has to do self-torture like this when divining, how am I supposed to do business in the future? The Green Hat brothers then stood up, satisfied. He said that when he goes back, he will definitely promote senior brother's righteousness far and wide. And Lin Thundershock on the side had nothing to say, unable to find any fault. Lin, who heard someone greet them. He looked up and saw that it was actually Guan Xiaohai. Are you still not leaving? Are you waiting to get a taste of that big blade? This murderous intent, this detestable suffocation. Wang Xiu unexpectedly has so many people backing him up, most importantly the hexagram lineage. This person is not simple. Forget it. Endure for a while for peace and calm. Giving in when you're getting angry or thinking more about Lin Thundershock. Turn around and leave. Senior brother Lin, wait. It turns out Wang Xiu called out to Lin Thundershock. Flowers in the mirror, moon in the water, mirage. The lotus throne is but an illusion. Long's pool, buried immortal bones. Remember, remember? Wang Xiu casually sends out a divination of metaphysics. Little Thunder listened, feeling a bit confused and bewildered. But Wang Xiu, considering the secrets that cannot be revealed, did not provide him with too much explanation. It's really annoying to leave halfway through a conversation. Lin Thundershock doesn't even want to stay here for half a minute. Lu Eve watched as Charlatan possessed Wang Xiu, and she was very worried about senior brother's condition. Wang Xiu expressed concern that seeing Lin Thundershock with a black mark on his forehead might be a life-threatening situation. As a senior and junior brother of the same sect, he only offered a divination. However, with Lin Thundershock's strong abilities, what danger could there be? The huge gap in abilities between senior brother and Lin Thundershock could be very damaging to lifespan. It's so touching. Lu Eve was deeply moved by senior brother's character as she watched his back. Junior brother Lin was clearly disrespectful to senior brother. Senior brother really has a lot of patience. Does he not value his own life at all? Just how kind is senior brother Wang? No, this time in Long Cloud Mythic Realm, everything else can be ignored, but the celestial herb for longevity is a must. Whoever tries to steal it will be in trouble. In just a moment, all the disciples from Southern Nine Range have gathered. Judging by the number of people, it's estimated to be over 100. Moreover, each lineage disciple has their own team and regards disciples from other lineages as opponents. The crowd surrounding is chatting and laughing. The gossip from earlier is getting more and more exaggerated among the crowd. Wang Xiu can only follow along with them reluctantly. With a loud bang, a beam of red light descended from the sky. That's right. The person who arrived was Blade Lineage's first elder, Lian Flare. The next second, Lian Flare found her highly anticipated younger brother in the crowd, but she sensed that the disciple's mood was not right. Flare had just asked what had happened, And Guan Xiaohai immediately stepped forward and explained in such and such a way. Flare was delighted upon hearing this. She praised Xiaohai for being fair-minded and encouraged him to keep up the good work. We help those who have been kind to us, regardless of right or wrong. Xiaohai felt so wrong that he spat out a mouthful of blood. Turn around, she ordered again. If there are difficulties in the mythic realm, just ask Xiaohai for help, no need to be polite. Wang Xiu quickly thanked. Thank you very much, Uncle Master, for taking care of me. His words had just been spoken when a surge of blood-red killing intent rose into the sky. What should I call you? A handsome hero among men. Little Xiu quickly changed his tune and said, Thank you, Flare's sister. Lian Flare smiled gently and said, Be a good boy, my little brother. This gentle and approachable side of the first elder is unprecedented. Upon seeing the smile, Guan Xiaohai and the other two were stunned to the point of being completely caught off guard. What's the situation with calling her sister? Shouldn't I be calling her Uncle Master? Why did I inexplicably become younger? And Lian Flare isn't finished yet. She said that as a Blade lineage disciple, everything is done with righteousness in mind. Unlike some who act as Uncle Masters, teaching a group of disrespectful juniors. Do you think Wang Xiu was sweating? No, based on Jiang Grace's skills as an Uncle Master, she must be quietly paying attention to what's happening here. If he gives a bad answer, it's probably going to cost someone's life. But if he denies Lian Flare now, someone will definitely die right away. What Sister said about Blade lineage is indeed admirable. However, the issue with Dan Alchemy lineage disciple is just a misunderstanding. It's said that all things are trivial once discussed openly. Indeed, the perfect answer without offending anyone. It turns out the killing intent from behind just now was from Jiang Grace Uncle Master. The crisis has just been averted. Upon Lian Flare's order, we will set off immediately. At this moment, on the other side, Jiang Grace is soaking in a pedal hot spring pool. She has withdrawn the little spiritual consciousness she had sent out. Consider yourself sensible. Lian Flare is such a manly woman, she doesn't even care about losing face. She actually let Wang Xiu address her as sister. Shortly after, she stood up and called on her personal disciple to deliver orders, instructing the Dan Alchemy lineage disciple, who scolded Wang Xiu to chop wood for 3 months. Starting today, Wang Xiu is this seat's younger brother. Whoever dares to bully him, I will take care of them. A man is participating in the sect trial for the first time. He was noticed by the sisters of the sect at the same time. This almost provoked the little loyal dog to make a move. However, Wang Xiu is not only the idol of the goddess. He is also the newly recognized younger brother of Blade lineage's first elder, Lian Flare. The little lickspittle can only bear witness to it in eyes, and feel aggrieved in heart. With a command from Lian Flare, the disciples all offered their own artifacts and set off towards the long cloud mythic realm. Wang Xiu looked at the countless cool artifacts in the sky and couldn't help feeling emotional. All men under the sky would be thrilled to see such a scene, right? And the pig-slaughtering blade at the waist also emitted a strong vibrating sound. Wang Xiu felt bitter in his heart. If it weren't for you turning yourself into a pig-slaughtering blade, I would have shown you off a long time ago. Your current image is really embarrassing. All we can do now is wait for senior and junior brother to finish, and then follow slowly behind. And Lu Yip noticed Wang Xiu's strange behavior, so in order to avoid embarrassment, Wang Xiu had to pretend to be profound and show a comforting expression. He praised Bella Grace, saying that like Long, everyone admires her among fellow disciples. The tall figure matches the imagination of junior sister Lu, while the demeanor of senior brother Wang far surpasses ordinary people. They should admire Wang Xiu. Senior brother, look at this little guy, he's already itching to go. Wang Xiu pointed to his waist and said, but in Eve's eyes, oh this. Wang Xiu quickly pressed down on the little guy with force, not knowing why you're so excited. No, it doesn't think so. Fortunately, my little junior sister is innocent, otherwise she would really have collapsed on the spot. Soon, Wang Xiu set his sights on Lu Yi's big treasure. If he proposes to share a boat with her, would he be misunderstood as being a rogue? Just that he can't figure out his little fangirl, what's going on in her mind. Senior brother, this treasure blade. It is said to be a divine weapon modified by the demon lord. Once drawn, it will surely stand out and outshine everyone. Senior brother is kind, and does not want to undermine the confidence of junior brother from the same sect. That's why he is being so low-key. But the next moment, a thought flashed through his mind. Could it be that senior brother sensed her feelings, so he waited until the end, wanting to ride together with her? Would agreeing to go with him seem frivolous? What if she refuses senior brother, and he gets upset? It's a tough decision. What if senior brother doesn't mind? Just ride in the same artifact with Eve. I'm really sorry about that. But Wang Xiu doesn't care about all that. Just one sentence is enough, and he'll come straight up, even praising the little girl for being sensible. Just as he ascended to the sky, Lu Lotus saw him. It only took an instant. The two people who were crowded together in the same boat suddenly became three. It seemed a bit crowded. Obviously, Wang Xiu didn't know why either. Maybe it's because his way of blinking in the morning is incorrect. However, this really makes people feel happy. Rushing like this will also make time pass faster. In this scene, the little lick Doglin Thundershock is emitting smoke all the way. As time goes by, Wang Xiu also realizes that something is not quite right. It seems like Flair's sister has something on her mind. As the leader of the trial, she neither organized the formation nor constrained the disciples along the way. In just a moment, the originally clear sky became shrouded in dark clouds. The trial team arrived in front of a huge stone stele, which was the burial place of the martyrs of the sect after the demon race war 800 years ago. In order to delay the 100,000-strong demon army that attacked the Central Plains, the Bella Grace immortal sect sacrificed a total of 72 lineages of heritage. The price of nearly 100,000 miles of vitality in the world. If it weren't for them, you and I would not be standing here today. After speaking, a fierce killing intent burst forth. Lien Flair warned all disciples, no matter what kind of person you become in the future. Only the two words, demon race, must not be tainted, otherwise, even though the divine land is vast, there will be no place for you to stay. Disciples' blood boiled upon hearing this speech, respectfully following Blade Lord's teachings. However, this catastrophe is inevitably connected to the mistakes made by the hexagram lineage back then. But once he thought about the task of reviving the hexagram lineage, he realized it should be of epic difficulty. Under the leadership of Lien Flair, the disciples paid homage to the deceased heroes, passing by the second and third stone steles, as well as 7 or 8 smaller steles along the way. This scene repeated 7 or 8 times. I don't know how many people died back then, but one of the people responsible for this catastrophe is hexagram lineage. It's surprising that it has been preserved to this day. This is truly incomprehensible. However, Bella Grace Immortal Sect is really magnificent. It has a total of 108 mountain peaks at pinnacle. Now it has all turned into ruins and death traps, lifeless. After passing by the 9th tombstone, I finally arrived at the entrance of Long Cloud Mythic Realm. Crimson Canyon Karmic Fire, which never extinguishes. It turns out that this place is called Long's Falling Abyss. Thousands of years ago, a blazing scarlet Long with true Long bloodline was slain here. The body of the scarlet Long transformed into the mythic realm Wonderland, where its essence evolved with vitality. After another 1,000 years of settling, the mythic realm took shape. The opening time for this mythic realm is 1 month. What kind of opportunities you will harvest in the mythic realm depends on yourselves. She then distributed life-saving jade talismans refined by Blade lineage, no matter what life-threatening situation you encounter. You just need to crush the jade talisman to leave the mythic realm directly. However, I still need to remind you that mythic realm can be quite dangerous. You must be careful, or you may not even have time to crush the jade talisman. That's all I have to tell you. Off to the mythic realm, and may you all have good luck. Just half a day ago, little fairy entered the long cloud mythic realm with senior brother Wang Xiu. Although the mythic realm is evolved from Long's vital blood, the celestial treasures inside are real. Not only are there blue heart fruit and crimson tendril, but also various exotic ores. Moreover, even a random immortal herb inside the mythic realm can be sold for 4,000 to 5,000 spiritual stones outside. Wang Xiu has a strong sense of déjà vu about getting rich. As a young man with aspirations who single-handedly shoulders the heavy responsibility of lineage. This time he must make a big fortune. And junior sister Lu's goal in entering the mythic realm this time is to find a spiritual herb for senior brother to prolong his life. Fortunately, the location where the few people enter the dungeon is very good and not far from the core area of the mythic realm. Bella Gray's disciple enters the mythic realm and forms a team to set off. Usually, there are people dedicated to reconnaissance. There are people dedicated to combat. Support professions can heal, set traps, and enhance team abilities. Teams mostly consist of 3 to 5 people. Not only is coordination simple, and the targets are relatively small, they won't attract large monsters. So why do we have over a dozen people in our group? 13 plus 3 makes 16 people. Xiaohai, isn't our team too flashy? I'm talking to you. Can you please stop attacking monsters for a moment? Senior brother, Xiaohai is stepping on a giant bear. This thing dares to be fierce towards you. Brothers will teach it to behave like a beast in no time. Senior brother gave instructions before the departure. Must not let senior brother Wang suffer any grievances. If this strange thing scares senior brother, it's not good. But no buts, we 13 protectors always walk with heads held high. Senior brother, do not question our expertise. Wang Xiu is helpless. Professionalism is professionalism. With both investigation and protection, but they specialize in stealthy group operations, snatching treasures and leaving. Why is our team advancing in a straight line? Even the little fiend beasts are circling around us. This could easily lead to trouble. Finally, it's getting dark. With a bonfire and roasted chicken, Lu Lotus is counting the day's harvest. She couldn't help but feel secretly delighted by the countless treasures of heaven and earth. But she quickly noticed that her sister looked burdened with heavy thoughts. Lu Lotus huddled silently on one side, because she was busy counting the number of times Wang Xiu had cast the divination. Taking into account the time senior brother spent saving her, he has at least cut down his lifespan by 150 years. So, if he doesn't find even higher quality celestial materials and earthly treasures, his life really won't be long. She looked at the senior brother who acted as if nothing had happened on the side. He must be enduring the pain in his heart and pretending to be relaxed. No, Louis must do something. So she made up her mind. She grabbed Guan Xiaohai, who was eating meat, and led him into a small forest. Senior brother Guan, let's talk privately. It turns out that Louis hopes Guan Xiaohai can lead the team to move faster. This puzzled Xiaohai. The peripheral fiend beasts are weak, and it's a good time to gather herbs. Lu Lotus wanted to tell Guan Xiaohai that they need to hurry to the central area to save senior brother Wang. It's fortunate that she reacted in time and didn't say it out loud. If senior brother Wang finds out, he will definitely be upset. Senior brother is so outstanding and handsomely stunning. His heart must have an arrogance that regular people do not possess. Louis cannot reveal senior brother's secret. What should we do? I can only say sorry to my good sister. You'll have to make a sacrifice. Actually, it's because my poor sister is nearing the end of her life. And Lu Lotus by the fire felt a sense of malice in the dark. Thanks to the excellent senior sister of Dan alchemy lineage, she quickly came up with a touching and profound little story in just a moment. You're saying that your sister is not your parents' biological child, but the child of your aunt. She was born sick, and on the night of a full moon, she would be covered in hair and in unbearable pain. The next day, she would completely forget what had happened. So Lotus Junior's sister herself doesn't even know that her days are numbered? Yeah, we don't dare to tell her. Actually, Junior Sister Lu is feeling anxious inside. This story seems a bit exaggerated. Fortunately, Guan Xiaohai is listening attentively. He actually completely believed it. So he swore to go to the core of Mythic Realm at full speed tomorrow. He will never let Junior Sister Lu down, but he also made a request. Hope that Lu Eve can refine a spiritual Dan that increases lifespan and share a portion with him. Because he wants to repay Senior Brother Wang Xiu for saving Senior Brother Guan Lai's favor, but Guan Lai asked for too much. Senior Brother Wang Xiu paid at least 10 years of lifespan to save Senior Brother Guan Lai. Sure enough, Senior Brother Wang is the best. Lu Eve happily agreed to Xiaohai's request. Xiaohai said to leave the next matter to him. He will instruct the 13 protectors about tomorrow's arrangements. Before parting ways, Lu Lotus entrusted Xiaohai to keep her sister's matter confidential. It must not be revealed to her sister. I am Guan Xiaohai. People also call me Guan Iron Tongue because I am the most tight-lipped person. Lu Eve can only feel at ease when she returns to the camp and reunites with her sister. With the matter resolved, she can finally let go of her worries. She can finally eat comfortably now. Have you heard about it? Lu Yilian's junior sister has been terminally ill since childhood, and her time is running out. Brother Hai asks us to pay attention to the spiritual treasure that can increase lifespan. Really? TSK. Such a pity for such a lovely girl. Junior sister Lu is heading to the dungeon core as soon as possible. She actually deceived the leader of the 13 protectors, Guan Xiaohai. I didn't expect Guan Xiaohai, also known as Iron Tongue Guan, to turn around and betray her like that. Lu Lotus, who was just happily eating roast chicken, is now feeling different. What did she hear rumors about herself? I have a terminal illness and am about to die soon? Are you saying that I'm about to die? Where did this rumor come from? The bald senior brother, who was whispering nervously, stuttered incoherently and quickly took out a 1,000-year Lingji mushroom to give to Lu Lotus. She became even more furious at the sight of the Lingji. Earlier, she had mentioned someone's imminent death, and now he was offering life-prolonging medication. Clearly, I am young, beautiful, and in excellent health. I don't need to wait for Lu Lotus to explain. Bald senior brother looked at junior sister Lu with an encouraging expression, telling her to keep up the good work. As soon as she came back, this happened. No need to guess, it's suspicious. She saw her sister shrinking back. How could the younger sister not understand? Sis, you are really not suited to lying. We grew up wearing the same skirt since we were kids. I can tell what you just ate from the way you pouted. If you don't confess the truth soon, don't blame me for being rude. She doesn't finish talking before she acts. It seems that my sister has been bullied for more than just 1 or 2 days. Her hands quickly protected her vital spots. It seems that it can't be concealed anymore. Senior sister Lu had no choice but to tell the truth. In fact, she wanted to acquire some precious materials for extending her life. No other intentions at all. Lu Lotus was confused. Sister, are you being misled? Why do you need precious materials for extending your life? It's not me. It's your senior brother Wang Xiu. In fact, the truth is like this, such and such. Sister finally understands sister's behavior, right? We can't give up on senior brother Wang. But sister, you've been talking for so long. Is it related to me? Why do you keep saying, I won't live long? In fact, I'm afraid of hurting senior brother Wang's self-esteem. So I told Xiaohai's senior brother a white lie. You just endure it a bit. Is this how humans talk? In the world, how could an elder sister curse her younger sister? Aren't you the one who already offered your kindness to senior brother Wang Xiu? If it weren't for the fact that the camp is full of people, I would definitely make her taste my new technique. Are you sure you only said that? Isn't there anything else at this time? 13 Protector second in command, LV Zheng comes to visit. It seems that senior brother Guan Iron Tongue has great promotional skills. Lu Lotus looks at LV Zheng in confusion. With a click, LV Zheng puts down the blade. He tightly holds Lu Lotus's hand, tears in his eyes. It turns out that he is just as miserable as little Lotus, both orphaned at a young age. He and his sister are truly kindred spirits. From today on, you are my real sister. I vow to protect you, little Lotus. I, LV Zheng, swear to Blade. Can you be a bit more outrageous, sister? Please step aside, senior brother. My elder sister and I have something to discuss. Lu Lotus, please ask Tai Bao to leave first. She pulled out 4 formation art flags without hesitation. Her smile was completely unrestrained. Lu Lotus is indeed the renowned beauty of the formation lineage. She casually tossed the formation flag, and it smoothly settled into the ground the next second. The ground formed a purple isolation barrier that completely separated the space. Lu Eve realized what would happen next. She sat on the ground and retreated step by step. Sure enough, Lu Lotus pounced on her, demanding that you say my parents are dead. Tremble, woman. Soon, Lu Eve let out a desperate scream of, "No, no!" Unfortunately, the sound cannot be heard under this barrier. But this does not hinder the passing senior brothers from coming up with ideas. After more than half an hour, Lu Eve was already exhausted and collapsed on the ground, steam still rising from her head. Little Lotus then tidied up her clothes contentedly and opened the barrier. Just as she removed the barrier, she saw a Blade lineage senior brother who seemed hesitant to speak. I just want to ask, Celestial Maiden, how did you get rid of all the body hair when you had an illness outbreak? Your skin still looks so good. Little Lotus looks at Lu Eve. My dear sister, how many strange lies have you made up? And by the campfire, Guan Xiaohai is sharing Lu Jr.'s sister's condition with Wang Xiu. Oh my! This plot twist is so unexpected, not even in 10 years could one think of a cerebral thrombosis. Wang Xiu said she doesn't believe it. All of this was told to you by Lu Eve. Absolutely, senior brother Guan Xiaohai answered firmly. He just hopes senior brother Wang won't spread it to junior sister, and wants me to keep it secret. Why are you telling me about this? Guan Irontongue smiled and said senior brother Wang is one of us, so he won't spread it around. Goodness, with so many insiders present, even if it's not 8,000, there are 10,000. I'm afraid everyone knows about it. It's no wonder there were several waves just now looking for Lu family's girl. He also doesn't know the specific situation. Wang Xiu plans to personally go and verify the situation. On the other hand, Lu Lotus is still harassing her sister. Both of them were taken aback when senior brother Wang arrived. Wang Xiu came over to inquire about what had happened. The two sisters exchanged a glance. Cannot hurt senior brother's self-esteem. The two of them had to say that nothing had happened. Senior brother Wang had to take another step forward to confirm. He was staring so intently that Lu Lotus almost couldn't hide the big secret anymore. Senior brother is really handsome. I really want to tell him everything. Watching little Lotus about to be ensnared by Lu Eve, who's anxious. Little Lotus is only tough with me. She becomes weak when she sees a handsome man, unlike me, so composed. I'll need to educate her well when I have the time. Tell me, what exactly happened? Wang Xiu went back to ask Lu Eve. I can't hold on anymore. So, Wang Xiu understands that he is such a shameful person in the eyes of junior sister. You two really don't understand me. Wang Xiu is very serious. Senior brother is indeed angry. It seems that Lu Eve has really provoked senior brother this time. Lu Eve is both entangled and afraid, worried that senior brother will ignore her forever. But Wang Xiu said, next time, don't act silly. Just tell senior brother directly about your feelings towards senior brother. Senior brother knows all about it. Senior brother, you are so thoughtful, junior sister Lu is practically drooling. After saying that, he affectionately helped Lu Eve wipe her tears. Little Lotus looked at the two of them. She shyly fantasized that if her older sister and senior brother were together, she could only be the younger one. Meanwhile, on the other side of the mythic realm, under a deafening roar. Yogwai beasts are enduring inhuman torment, while Lin Thunder Shock, a small liquor dog, transforms sorrow and indignation into strength, not giving the peripheral fiend beasts any chance. The stunning celestial maiden has just sent an invitation to Lin Thunder Shock. She's scared off the immortal sect's top bootlicker, who promptly fled. Just because the enthusiasm of the celestial maiden can melt a heart as cold as stone. Just now, Bella Grace, an immortal sect disciple, entered the long cloud mythic realm. Lin Thunder Shock completely crushed the fiend beast with absolute strength. Senior brother Lin's thunder arts have become more terrifying. These are 7 foundation establishment stage fiend beasts. The cultivation level is comparable to a golden core stage cultivator. It is no match for senior brother Lin, who is exceptionally talented, and is a disciple of the Thunder lineage's first elder. His strength naturally exceeds that of ordinary people. While the junior brother in the sect is flattering him, rustling sounds are heard from the bushes. Lin Thunder Shock immediately becomes alert. Senior brother, don't shoot. It's me. I am helping you watch over the little brother of the goddess. Senior brother, something big has happened. Lotus Celestial Maiden's life is coming to an end. The shocking news petrified Lin Thunder Shock. What exactly happened? Did you encounter a formidable fiend beast? No, senior brother, I heard from people of Blade lineage that it's a congenital illness. Lin Thunder Shock doesn't believe it. It's impossible. If it were a congenital illness, I should have seen it during my peeping. Senior brother knows about me. Younger brother is adept at hiding. I never spread rumors, and I don't believe in them. Although I dare not believe everything, Lin Thunder Shock quickly found a reasonable explanation for why he has been ardently pursuing the goddess for so long without her responding. It is precisely because the goddess is suffering from a serious illness that she does not want to involve someone who truly cares for her. The goddess is really a little fool, and doesn't realize that my deep affection has already overcome the obstacle of her illness. To save the goddess Lin Thunder Shock, it was decided to accelerate the march and head straight to the core area of the mythic realm at full speed. Thunder lineage disciples are all surprised by Lin Thunder Shock's decision. After all, it is much safer to pick resources on the periphery. The core area may be good, but it's not worth it if you lose your life. Lin Thunder Shock is not in a good mood. Those who don't want to go to the core area can leave. Chasing the goddess is Lin Thunder Shock's business. Thunder lineage disciples don't want to go crazy with him. The originally large team quickly only benefited from Lin Thunder Shock and his younger brother Lin Thunder Shock. Lin Thunder Shock proudly stated that his younger brother could also leave. The younger brother couldn't bear to leave senior brother alone and wanted to stay behind. Unexpectedly, senior brother Lin said solemnly, "If I remember correctly, you are still single, right? This time, it's a test from heaven for junior sister Lu and me. Your presence as a single person will affect the feng shui. Where's my knife? Senior brother, are you even speaking human language? Ugh, small junior brother doesn't want to associate with you. Get out of the way, single dog junior brother Lin Thunder Shock. We need to make them understand what love is. As long as he finds the rare treasure for longevity, the goddess will have no worries, and will surely throw herself into my arms. This is what the hell love is. Love comes in such a swift and electrifying manner. 7 days have passed in the core area of Long Bloodline Mountain. Lin Thunder Shock is still fighting with a broken sword in hand. This core area is forbidden for disciples within the sect. More than 90% of the casualties are here. Black Armored Demon Rhino has reached the Foundation Establishment Pinnacle stage. It is just an ordinary monster here compared to Lin Thunder Shock, the top beauty of the Thunder lineage. He defeated Demon Rhino in one move with the Purple Heaven Thunder incantation. A bit exhausted, Little Thunder proceeded cautiously through the dense fog area. Floating under the Long's Head waterfall was a black lotus flower, known as the Divine Lotus of the 9 Tribulations and Legends. It can transform into the appearance of a celestial maiden with 1,000-year-old spiritual energy, making it 100 times rarer than a top-tier spiritual herb. the ancestors of the sacred land wouldn't be able to sit still when they see it. This lotus flower can help people undergo a transformational rebirth. There is also a chance to awaken the thunder sacred body. Lin Thundershock was about to take a step forward to pick it when he suddenly remembered Wang Xiu's obscure divination. The lotus throne is but an illusion, Long's pool, buried immortal bones. Does that divination refer to this? He carefully looked at the scene in front of him. Lotus throne and Long's pool all matched the divination, although he was reluctant to believe it. But if what Wang Xiu said is true, then it will be difficult to handle. Caution first. Lin Thundershock takes out a paper person to explore ahead. The paper person, under the celestial techniques, transforms into a human form and flies towards Black Lotus, which is calm. Just as he is about to pick it, a deafening roar comes from behind Lin Thundershock. It turns out to be a 5-story tall stone giant. Such a huge fiend beast is approaching. Lin Thundershock didn't even notice that this Yogwai beast is at least at the Golden Core stage. Although he is very unwilling in his heart, he cannot beat the stone giant. Fortunately, the giant doesn't take notice of Lin Thundershock. Its target is also the divine lotus of the 9 tribulations. The giant is approaching Black Lotus step by step. Lin Thundershock is powerless to stop it. Finally, the Black Lotus is about to fall into the hands of the stone giant, and the next second the Black Lotus unexpectedly explodes. In the amazed eyes of the giant, the lotus transforms into a wicked fairy with crimson eyes. The originally clear lake water also turns blood red. Soon, the lake water submerges over the head of the stone giant. Black Lotus killed the fiend beast right in front of Lin Thundershock. The blood-red lake water slowly turned back to clear. The stone giant was devoured to nothing but scraps, and soon the Black Lotus reformed. The illusion of immortal lady appeared once again on the lotus, seemingly summoning Lin Thundershock. Andy, I am still young and aware of the dangers. Little Thunder is thunderously racing across the road. The next second, the bad omen above Lin Thundershock's head dissolved, and a red halo emitted a purple light soaring towards the sky. This young lady is Melody Lineage's eldest senior sister. She just happened to glance at Wang Xiu. She was instantly charmed by his handsome appearance. Because Long Cloud Mythic Realm is full of dangers. Not only do rhinoceroses wear armor, there are also beauties eating stones. Just happened. Lin Thundershock politely declined the invitation from Divine Lotus of the 9 tribulations. He finally hid in a small grove of trees, recalling the scene just now, still breaking out in a cold sweat. If it weren't for the guidance of lineage Wang Xiu, senior brother Hexagram, he is now a pool of blood. Whoever speaks ill of Hexagram lineage in the future is my enemy. Before, I was at odds with senior brother Wang Xiu. Unexpectedly, senior brother Wang responded with kindness and helped me dispel the bad omen. This hexagram will again harm senior brother's lifespan significantly. I must repay this kindness. Suddenly, there was movement in the nearby bushes, and a surge of life force rushed towards me. That force unexpectedly took away his feelings of exhaustion. It turns out that this is the top-tier spiritual herb Jade Source Herb, which can restore primordial power. It's true that surviving a great calamity brings great fortune. The ancients were indeed not deceiving me. He summoned paper people to pick it. This is the unparalleled method in the mythic realm. He can feel the endless primordial power in his palm. This is truly a treasure. Another benefit of primordial power is prolonging life and promoting longevity. It has miraculous effects on the lifespan of abnormal accident losses. Senior brother Wang and junior sister Lu both need it. Lin Thundershock, making a determined decision, choose Wang Xiu. Senior brother only because he owes Wang Xiu too much. Even if he dies, even if he is with the goddess, he will not be happy. So the goddess will definitely understand me. From today, I will protect senior brother Wang. We cultivators, we can neglect everything, only the grace of saving lives cannot be unreturned. On the other hand, junior sister Lu blushed and commented. Senior brother, your coarse and short hair is so ugly. Senior brother's hair is not unusable, it's just a bit hard to describe. Wang Xiu is even more impatient. I really can't help it if it's not behaving. The short and thick blood Shadowblade is eating happily now, making Wang Xiu feel even more embarrassed. As soon as he entered Mythic Realm, it kept shaking at the waist. Just released to fight a monster, it was seen by junior sister. Good shame. After eating a few fiend beasts, the pig-killing blade underwent another transformation. Do you want to try injecting mana to see? But the thought of the pig spirit that was previously triggered. Wang Xiu gave up, probably due to the characteristic of, "You are what you eat." I'd better put it away first to avoid another accidental death. A star appeared in the sky at this moment. That turned out to be Lin Thundershock's celestial technique's ability entering Wang Xiu's body. After a period of tingly transformation, Wang Xiu's eyes are now sparkling with lightning. It turns out that it is the top-tier thunder spiritual root. It seems that Lin Thundershock's bad omen has been broken. All set, the team is finally ready to set off towards the core area. At this moment, a cry for help came from behind. And the newcomer is a charming young girl, no, I mean a severely injured little girl. Junior sister Lu has a wide network of connections. At a glance, she recognized that she is a disciple of the Melody lineage. And following behind her is a fiend beast that unsettles everyone. A massive golden core stage cobra. Everyone is very puzzled. The situation is so dangerous. Why doesn't the little sister crush the jade talisman to escape from the mythic realm? Indeed, there is a fiend beast in the core area that excels in illusions. They can disguise themselves as Bellagrace's fellow disciples, and then launch a surprise attack. Be careful. Everyone immediately set up a defensive line. But Wang Xiu, as the one who's cheating, naturally knew that the arrival was not a demon, but a human. On the other side, the huge snake demon has already caught up with the injured Melody lineage disciple. Seeing that she couldn't escape, the little sister turned around and brought out the ancestral pipa. A strum of the pipa can unleash the echo blade. The echo blade attacks the tail of the giant snake. But the giant snake is at the golden core stage level of strength. It was only slightly hindered before striking at the position of the immortal lady. The next second, little fairy appeared 10 feet away from the tail of the snake. Damn, this is teleportation. Looks like the little girl has some skills. This is actually the top-level heritage of the celestial soundwaves Melody lineage. It is said that by acquiring this heritage, wherever the music reaches, it can become the location of the caster. However, this secret art has only been mastered by one disciple in the past hundreds of years. She is Melody lineage's true disciple, xianxia. Understood. Isn't this about a mage flying a kite? She hasn't finished introducing herself yet. xianxia sat on the ground with a loud bang, using the secret art. After using it so often, the eye of the serpent couldn't miss this opportunity. It will unleash its devastating attack against xianxia. The little sister calmly asked, "Is this really the end?" At a critical juncture, Wang Xiu urged Xiaohai to act quickly. There was a burst of cracking sounds. Xiaohai is indeed worthy of being the leader of the 13 protectors. The cobra was hit, and let out a loud cry before disappearing from the crowd's sight in the blink of an eye. "Are you okay?" A touching voice awakened the stunned immortal lady. Wang Xiu, dressed in white Taoist robes, walked towards the celestial maiden, who had narrowly escaped death in the forest. At this moment, Wang Xiu was no longer just a Taoist priest, he was so handsome. 2 lines of hot tears slid down his cheeks, as if saying, "Why did you come so late, Wang Xiu?" He smiled sincerely. He felt a sudden panic in his heart. "Do we know each other? Why are you still crying, hey?" Miss Bellagrace is the grand senior sister of the immortal sect Melody lineage. She ventured into the long cloud mythic realm alone, and luckily met the sect's most handsome disciple. Otherwise, she would have become a meal for the Black Serpent Prince. and she looked at the young handsome man who saved her life. Xianxia unexpectedly started crying, while Wang Xiu was at a loss for a moment on how to proceed. He then held Xianxia's hand. The atmosphere at this moment can be said to be just right. The next second, Blue Lotus flashed in and interrupted the two. Others don't know. Xianxia must have a crush on senior brother. There's no other way. Senior sister Xian is talented and beautiful. No man can resist such a woman. We must first separate her from senior brother Wang. And my sister is a naive and silly steam lady. The competition pressure is completely different. If Echo's senior sister surpasses me, then I'll just be a third party. Xianxia and a few senior brothers are searching for treasures in this mountain range. She encountered the Blackwater Viper instead. Several senior and junior brothers all sacrificed their lives. Wang Xiu and others were very shocked. Even if Blackwater Viper is powerful, it shouldn't take too long to crush Jade Talisman. To everyone's surprise, Jade Talisman lost its effect. When this was announced, everyone was shocked. This Jade Talisman was personally crafted by the first elder of the Talisman lineage. There has never been a problem before. No need for further explanation. Xianxia crushed the Jade Talisman that he left behind in front of everyone, and indeed, no formation art was triggered. Facing the doubts of everyone, Xianxia grabbed Wang Xiu's hand and said, "Senior brother, you believe in me, right?" He looked into junior sister Xian's watery big eyes. Wang Xiu already had calculations in her heart, only to see Wang Xiu directly take out her own Jade Talisman. He also openly crushed it. With a swipe, the sound of the Jade Talisman broke into pieces. It disappeared into the air. Xiaohai is very puzzled. The Jade Talisman has been used for so many years. Why did it break when it was our turn? Blue Lotus is the master of formation art. She has confirmed that there is no issue with the teleportation formation in the Jade Talisman. It seems that there is only one truth. That is because the mythic realm has been sealed off by an external force. The next moment, the originally clear sky cracked open. A demonic wind rose up through the air. Guan Xiaohai immediately sensed the aura of the demon race from within. Moreover, the level of the incoming person is very high, at least a demon lord. However, this is the mythic realm of the Belagrace immortal sect. How could there be a demon lord appearing here? Junior sister Lu still puzzled suddenly. Wang Xiu picked up junior sister Lu and Xianxia and leaped away from the spot. A beam of blood-red light fell from the sky, striking directly in the middle of the disciple. Within the beam of light, there is a weapon, the black and red demon sword, exuding a deep crimson aura that contains endless power of destruction. Wang Xiu landed safely with junior sister Lu on one side and Xianxia on the other, all still feeling alarmed. Junior sister Lu glanced at senior brother. Xianxia was also surprised by senior brother Wang's actions. Senior brother Wang seemed very reassuring in the eyes of the two. Oops. It feels like smoke coming out of my head again. The first time we met, my heart is beating a bit fast. Wang Xiu pushed them apart and said, "Both of you, run away quickly. If you continue hugging, you'll embarrass yourselves." Blue Lotus complained unhappily. "Senior brother, why don't you hug me?" However, the blazing demon flame around only left everyone with a passage leading to the core area. There was no other way. They had to fight for survival. Disciples rushed towards the direction of the core area. In the retreat, Guan Xiaohai still raised a question. Obviously, the demon lord did not continue to pursue us. Why are we still heading north? Wang Xiu said that whether we run early or late, we must continue to run. There is no difference. If you ask again, it will be revealing the secret of fate. At this time, another running sound came from behind. It turned out to be a black fox, and its target seemed to be Wang Xiu's senior brother. Upon meeting Guan Xiaohai's gaze, the black fox let out a cry. "What are you looking at?" Guan Xiaohai is a person who immediately got fired up. "What are you looking at?" Later, he stopped and turned around, letting senior and junior brothers go first. I want to teach it how to be a fox. This little thing still has opinions about me. Watch me take it down. Wang Xiu fell in love with this little black fox at first sight. It looks quite exquisite. Guan Xiaohai, on the other hand, is not just about looks. He brandishes his blade and is determined to teach the little black fox a lesson. Let's prepare for a decisive battle with this terrifying momentum. The sight of the little black fox left them stunned. The next moment, the little black fox sprinted and teleported, completely ignoring Guan Xiaohai, who hadn't even had time to react before the fox had already sprinted ahead. Guan Xiaohai, feeling embarrassed and enraged, was about to chase after. He then realized that the black sword from earlier had caught up, and this thing could even shoot lightning bolts towards the ground, not just one. And it only targeted Guan Xiaohai's backside, completely unreasonable. A gust of wind rises. Blade Lineage's heavy sword player runs out with the speed of an assassin, causing a wave of endless charm along the way. The Demon Lord seems to intend to drive the disciples deep into the mythic realm. The junior sisters now understand why senior brother Wang said they would have to run sooner or later. Before Wang Xiu could explain to everyone, a comfortable sound came from Wang Xiu's arms. The little junior sisters stared at senior brother's arms. The teleportation talisman from Mythic Realm doesn't work. Xi and Echo almost got eaten by the Black Snake King. Fortunately, sect's leader Wang Xiu intervened in time. He successfully rescued senior sister. However, the danger has not been resolved. The Demon Lord, controlled by a powerful individual, continued to chase and kill immortal sect disciples with the demon flame. At this moment, the entire mythic realm is in turmoil. The Wang Xiu team had no choice but to take to the air to evade. Junior sister Lu used her magic to support the flying gourd with great effort. Unfortunately, there were 4 people crowded on the same boat, and it was indeed a bit heavy. Facing the pursuit of the demonic cultivator, they had no choice. Everyone looked at Wang Xiu and asked him what to do next. The Demon Lord wants us to follow his route, but we cannot agree. We need to take a detour to stall for more time. But wouldn't it be too easy to be discovered by the Demon Lord this way? Look at this dense fog. The Demon Lord wants us to head north. As long as we're heading north, there shouldn't be any problems. But with such thick fog, it seems like we can't differentiate our directions of east, south, west, and north. Oh no! It's indeed a bit troublesome. Now that we have this little guy, we don't have to worry anymore. That means I'm not a puppy. Lu Lotus became interested. This fox is so special, I haven't seen it in books before. She reached out to touch it as she spoke, but the little fox did not appreciate Lu Lotus. It's fierce and fierce, but Wang Xiu understands the situation. This one is a precious moonheart fox that cannot be bought for any amount of money. It seems that it is indeed rare. No one has heard of it.